Oh, and that's a nasty one. It's got him right in the ribs. By Jove, that'll knock a bit of wind out of him.
That's a sickener for Alan Border.
Garner comes in now to bowl to Border.
Beautifully bowled, that's close. A big shout from behind the wicket, but not out, says the umpire, Peter O'Connell. Dujon cannot believe it.
Just for a moment I thought it clipped his gloves on the way through. A very good delivery from Joel Garner. Looked as though it did clip the gloves on the way through. Alan Border quick to look around. Umpire Peter McConnell down at the outer end, ruling in favour of the batsman.
Beautifully bowled, he's got him, cut back and Border bowled again. A good delivery from Joel Garner. The breeze coming across the ground, cut back in an inside edge and Border bowled again.
And a great over by Joel Garner. Had Alan Border in all sorts of trouble early on in the over, and then producing this magnificent delivery. Threw him for pace and deflection down onto the stumps from Alan Border. So good breakthrough by the West Indies, and Alan Border's run of outs still continues. So Australia now 1 for 14.
Joel Garner to David Boone.
Oh, it's up in the air, could be out, slips under it, he's caught it! Boone standing his ground. Off his arm maybe. Well, just surprised. I thought that was off the glove. It's all happening here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Magnificent first up delivery by Joel Garner, and taken on the shoulder by David Boone. Certainly did look as though the gloves were in the road, Bill, but he just dropped them out the road.
Bowled in, beautiful Yorker by Joel Garner. Strikes again, and Vessel's bowled clean as a whistle. Garner with that high action speared it in towards the stumps and knocked him over. A beauty.
We've seen Garner York the tail enders on numerous occasions this summer, and that occasion it was the bat of Kepper Vessels that he snuck underneath of, and that was a beautiful.
Garner to Lawson. He's bowled him. Well, that was the last ball of the innings. The Australians 8 for 212. That's the end of the 50 overs, and the innings finished with Lawson out bowled by that perfectly straight delivery from. And I think if anything happened to Joel Garner and deliveries like that, any captain would be at a disadvantage.
Bouncing just short of Richie Richardson on that occasion.
So the ball went right through there in the air. In the air, and he's got him. Yes, he didn't take it cleanly, but it bobbed up in the air and then came down. Desmond Haynes then making no mistake in the gully. So Amal Silva out caught by Haynes off the bowling of Garner. As we've seen so often from the West Indies bowlers, very intelligent cricket. Had him cramped up. This one just a little wider. Silva looking for this.
Now it's going to be Joel Garner. It's in the air and he's gone. Caught by Richardson at second slip. That is a lovely delivery. Slightly further pitched up. Thick outside edge. And that went straight through. Nice catching height too to Richardson. But he made no mistake. It looks as if he may have hurt his finger, but have a look at this.
Well, forward, a little bit late, having been forced on the back foot earlier. Athey, who is so much a front foot player and who was coming forward against the Australian pace attack in their opening match with full confidence, came forward quite tentatively there and got the outside edge. 2 for 10.
Joel Garner to continue.
Edged and taken, very simply taken by Jeffrey Dujon. So when Joel gets his feet in the right position, he's got a pretty good strike rate.
David Gower, very prone to flashing outside the off stump in the one-day game. Generally there's no slips around. That one a very fine edge, straight to the keeper Dujon.
And your commentators Tony Gregg and Bill Lorry.
Down the leg side, and oh, what a catch! No ball called. Well, That was a magnificent catch by Jeffrey Dujon, but it makes no difference. Garner once again has got over the front line, and so Wessels survives.
Dujon doing a magnificent job. He's across for the left-hander. He takes 1-2 paces and throws himself full length and gathers in a superb catch, the catch that wasn't, of Clayton's. And Wessels survives. A no ball from Joel Garner.
Joel Garner bowling to Kepler Wessels.
Oh, well bowled, and that ball's bowled him. He's bowled him. So once again, Kepler Wessels getting tucked up, and as a result of trying to play around that front pad, getting a little inside edge, I think, from the ball bobbing onto the leg stump.
And a beautiful piece of bowling. This was pointed out. He's attacking leg stump. The angle was nearly off stump. He tried to force it square. Got a bottom edge. It bounced once, twice onto the leg bail, and a good piece of work by Joel Garner. The West Indians have done their homework on Kepler Wessels, and he departs for 7 runs. Australia won out. A deep breath from Graham Wood. Enormous pressure on the opening batsman against Joel Garner.
Off the edge, in the air, Vivian Richards under it, and the first Australian wicket has fallen. Joel Garner's first over.
What a beautiful piece of bowling. It was well caught, but that was a lethal delivery. Very few batsmen in the world could have handled that. There was right arm over the wicket. He digs it in short. Come at Graham Wood. Tried to keep it down. Got the top of the bat, and Richards took a simple but well-judged catch. And a great start for the West Indian team. What a great one-day bowler Joel Garner is. Out for a duck. Disappointment for Graham Wood, but the elated West Indians gatherers won. And Australia 1 for 3.
Well, that's a good delivery. Richie Richardson grabs it, and Smith doesn't even wait for the umpire's decision. He walks. And what a nasty delivery. I think that was even worse than the one that Graham Wood caught.
Joel Garner is flat out. I don't think he could bowl any faster. And this wicket, unfortunately, he's got a lot of bounce in it. That was a lethal delivery. We see him just a little bit wide of the stumps and dug it in. It come at him. And Richardson took a pretty simple catch, but not much you can do with a delivery like that. And that's a great piece of bowling, and Australia are already in trouble in the third over at 2 for 7.